So, what you're saying is that the immortal flames have triplets and twins, just whatever. Anyway, hey, hello, how are you? Welcome back to another episode. Ah, there you are, Chuchune. Come, rest a while. You'll have no better opportunity. After witnessing their god's ignominious defeat, the Amalja will be less inclined to risk our wrath, for a time at least. Now, where were we? Ah yes, I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use to you or the abductees. They may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said of their minds. For once a man is tempered. Ah, but it ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all our misfortunes, there is still reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hand, no less. That is a deed of no ordinary individual, Chuchune. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Minfilia will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearing the tidings to her? That way I can claim to have contributed something to the mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take time to relax, and return to the Waking Sands when you're good and ready. We can discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems will solve themselves. Fine, God. Oh, wait, but what's this? Hail there, adventurer. I'm Nedrick Ironheart, an explorer by trade and a scion by allegiance. And you, my friend, look to me an adventurer in need of a challenge. I happen to know just the place that will offer it to you. Tucked away in a corner of eastern Thailand lies Halatali, and it is there that you will find all the excitement you crave. The place boasts a storied history. It was built some 100 years ago past as a training ground for gladiators. The calamity laid ruin to it, though, as it did most things. Now Halatali is a shadow of its former self, but in the dark of that shadow lurk wild beasts, both bloodthirsty beyond count. For in such as yourself, I dare say there is no place finer than Halatali to test your skill and refine your technique. Indeed, I take the liberty of passing your name along to the flames who oversee the place. Should you visit, speak with one Fafa Joni near the entryway. Whoa! I'm back. Ah, the triumphant hero returns. Thancred told us the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the cellar, giving a full report to Lady Minfilia. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilia is most eager to see you. Okay. Your late arrival nearly cost Chuchune her life. I wasn't there when the Amalja took her prisoner. And I wasn't there when they served her to her feet. Yes, by some miracle she survived, but that does not excuse the fact that she should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed her utterly, just as I'm failing you all. What's done is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for every... Hey, it's me. Chuchune, it is so good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I had just finished regaling Minfilia with her heroic exploits. Thancred has told me everything. You have done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniably great, yet a part of me believes that I had no cause to fear, and now we can put paid to our long investigation. As we suspected, the Amalja undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their Ifrit. That is the longest primal name I've ever heard, nor is the tale limited to Elda. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limsa Laminsa and Bardandi of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume aether if they are to maintain their presence here, and the stronger they become, the more aether they require. Now, aether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life and permeates the very air that we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of aether, crystals. It is for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal. Which leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of Aether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon toward which a primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together, or etheric coalescence, which grants the being's physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes. But the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give, and in order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. Yes, even as Ifrit took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remain unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us. When first you came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. The recent incidents all share a common trait, meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are a new development, and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The immortal flames assured me that they'd deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of the respite, Chuchune. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who fell to Ifrit, I fear you will have nearly a moment to yourself. Whether she intended to or no, Nymphilia neglected to tell you something. Something I think it would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. I'm sorry to report that all are to be put to death, the flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse. But once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal whom he cannot choose but worship. And so we Scions continue our fight, that no more innocents need to be sacrificed. I hope that you will continue to stand with us, Chuchune. Nah, I'm just gonna go home. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. Laters. Gods forgive me. How many more lives? Blah, blah, wouldn't have never allowed this to happen. Louis Soir? I have to do better. I have to be stronger. Poor Thancred. Whee. Until not so very long ago, you were but one of the many adventurers seeking to make their way in Orzia. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of an envoy. Thereafter, you traveled the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming to Thancred that the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the primal Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in so doing. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you'll soon discover. We have guests, Chuchune, or rather, you have guests. Beg pardons! Lady Nymphilia, radiant as always. I've given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I'm here on behalf of the Maelstrom, Grand Company of Limsa Laminsa, to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, Chuchune, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the grand companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Ifrit's bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Chuchune's deed spread so quickly. That the immortal flames should know of her triumph is to be expected, but what of the other grand companies? Beep! Your reputation precedes you, Mistress Chuchune. Mistress Chune. 'Tis no ordinary woman who could face the primal and emerge the victor. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant women such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the Twelveswood. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Mistress Chune. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. Why, even before you aided us against the Amalja and their dread primal, yours was already a respected name in Ulda. Our people know you and love you as well. A woman of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Ulda. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend. It is only natural that we would want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Laminsa to the shores of glory. Okay. Lady Benfilia! Very well. Though I'm quite sure you need no reminding, mayhap a brief summary of the situation will help to clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the grand companies are all-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial, economic, and technological... I can't talk. And technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Laminsa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Ulda. Serving a grand company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense, and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may well prove useful to you in your future and your other endeavors. If you are agonizing over which of the grand companies best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so, and yet I can see that this is no small choice you face. A thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each grand company will deliver an address. Hearing those addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? Sure, why not? A fine suggestion. You are as wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Very well, let Chuchune hear our leaders speak, then return here with her decision. We eagerly await your answer. Pick me, Senpai, notice me. I know full well that adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed, and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a grand company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, Chuchune, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that great power is wont to attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet however vigilant you are but one woman. In the midst of a grand company, however, you will be one woman amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know that we will need it in the days ahead. Oh, yes, you will. The Grand Companies seek to protect their own nations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect that you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It would allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Eorzea is changing, Chuchune, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now, it is time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will apprise you as to where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. I think we will speak to Tataru next time. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did and want to see more, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell notification too. Like, comment if you feel like doing it. Hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you again next time. Thanks, everyone!